Hey, folks, good evening. Might just be me tonight. I haven't heard from Rick today. And Lala, she just got back from the barn just a few minutes ago. So it might just be me as the master of ceremonies tonight. Um, we got a few folks in here already. Paula Wells, Kyle Randall, welcome, sir. Michael Harris, all in the house. We just got a few people in here. Generally, people roll in a little bit. Um, Nothing really on the agenda tonight, but let's kind of just the chat. Probably, share out the link if anyone wants to come on and chat. We'll probably do that, and just kind of chat about what's going on around here, and kind of where we're going in the next few months or so. Michael Harris says, "Nice hat." I haven't gotten to it yet, man. So this is my newest hat. This is told you last week I got two hats for Michael Harris when he and his wife Bobby visited us a few weeks ago, and this is the second of the two. So this is the one that I kept. The one that I had on last week is the one that I gave to Little Rick, and so this is the one I like more of the two. So thank you again, Michael. That's awesome. It's kind of funny. So I had the hat on last week that I got from Michael that I had given to Rick, and he had left it up here at the house. So um, when I got off that live, I immediately, literally 30 seconds after we stopped the live last week, I got a call from my daughter, the crafty hobbit, as you'll see on here sometimes, and she started off. I didn't even know what she was talking about. She says, "Traitor." I said, "What are you talking about, traitor?" She says, "What were you wearing tonight?" And I said, "I'm wearing my new hat that I got from one of our friends." And the fact that it wasn't a Navy hat is what she was getting at. So she really made it a priority to get me a hat from Naval Station Bremerton, which is where her husband works, is up in that area, up in Washington State. So I'll be getting a new hat soon. I think it's probably going to be in the next week and a half or so, because she and her husband and my two granddaughters from her are going to be here next week. So she might very well be on our live, if not next week, probably the week after. They're going to be here about a week visiting. And Down Under Fella, welcome. Good day, Rick. Can't stay. My reception is bad and I'm buffering lots. All right. Well, I appreciate you dropping in any case. Really, really appreciate that. Um, so, uh, yeah, that's the grief that I got from her. I guess the only thing I can wear is navy, and I said I've already violated that because I've got the Marine Corps hat. So the only thing I'm missing now is an Army hat. I got to get me an Army hat. So then I'll have all or and a Coast Guard hat. Then I'll have them all covered. Um, so what's going on around here? Lala said she may pop in a little bit earlier. She just came back in from the barn, and she was on a phone call with somebody that had reached out to us, and now she's back on. Hey, Ann, little Frenchie in Big Texas, welcome. Glad you could make it in. Um, so the title of this live that I put on was just hot and wet. That's basically a Florida summer. But despite that, we've got uh, we've got chores that got to get done, animals got to be fed. So we're still doing a lot outside. We just try to get it done early in the morning, really late in the evening, so that it's cooler and we kind of avoid that direct heat, which was kind of the stimulus for this last Monday's video that Rick did. Some of the comments that we got was kind of odd in that they'd never seen that, and it's a good idea, and I thought it was a good idea. So if you missed that video, Little Rick decided that he's going to stick an LED light bar on our mower, on our zero turn mower, on the roll bar. So he did, and I thought, because he has his head not shaved but cut pretty close, that he's going to burn his head, but it didn't. It actually was really cool. So he was out about 10:30 at night. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm tired. My bedtime's at 10 o'clock. So it's 10:30 at night. And about every 30 seconds, I see this halogen light passing through the house. Like somebody, like it's an escaped inmate from the prison and they're shining those spotlights in. That's what it looked like in the house. So Lala's joining.
Hello, Facebook friends.
YouTube. Yeah,
YouTube friends.
Facebook.
YouTube friends, Facebook friends, everybody's friend. Okay.
Yep, I talk to goats. So this light kept passing through the house, and I'm like, it's 10:30 at night. We've got neighbors across the road from us. We've got a pine tree stand on this side, but you can still kind of go through the pine trees. They're thinned out enough to where he's probably hitting their house too at 10:30 at night during the week. So I called him on his phone, and immediately the mowing stopped. This is like 10:37 at night, and I said, "Oh, how much longer are you going to cut?" And he says 11 o'clock. I said, "That's just not going to work." So I had to shut him down at like 10:37.
Wait, Kirk, do you have it?
We got a few people. Barb's Country Home. Welcome.
Wait. We got to do a special shout out.
Tell Lala, Abigail, and Amaya is on here.
Abigail and Amalia, they're my granddaughters in Washington, and they're watching special right now. So I told them that I would do a shout out and tell them, hey girls, Lala and Papa love you, and we can't wait to see you.
Crafty Hobbit. Anybody can do this. So I'm going to get some other folks on here maybe when you want to, but Becca, there's a link for you. You can click on that link and I'll bring you on.
So you can be on the line. So that'll be, put the girls on the line.
Crafty Hobbit and well, there's Rick there.
Hello, son.
Hey, bud.
Oh, hey. Brought me in without knowing.
Well, you can bring yourself in and you weren't, so.
I know, that's because I was busy.
Oh, all right.
How are y'all?
Good.
Busy.
I just shared the link for Becca to come on.
Yeah.
To come on with the girls. So Alicia Hall is on here now. Welcome, Alicia.
Hello, Alicia.
Rebecca won't come on.
Why?
Because she's been busy.
All right. So
she might put the girls on, but I don't know that she'll come on. So
if anyone else wants to come on chat, you can hit that link that I just shared. It's in the chat. Click on
I will bring you in the order in which you come into the chat.
So as I was saying, so it's 10:37 at night, 10:38 at night. The light is flashing into the house, and I'm like, yeah, we gotta shut this down. So, he willingly. What's that phone? Well,
I think that's
Rick's
Rick's
house.
kids.
That's probably nobody went to church tonight, so I do have people here.
Okay. All right. So Crafty Hobbit says, "Give me a second." She's probably in her cleaning clothes or something.
Yeah.
Throw a hat on. You'll be good. So he did stop, and he agreed that he's gonna cut off at 10 o'clock at night. So no more mowing after 10 o'clock, which I think our neighbors and myself, because now I'll be able to go to bed on time, will appreciate that. But it worked really, really, really well. And he didn't burn his head like I expected to happen.
Well, because it's LEDs, they're not. It's not like it's halogen lights beaming down on my head.
I know, but still, they're bright, and I expected them to get hot enough to make it uncomfortable. So, all right,
halogen lights beaming down on my head. Rebecca, you gotta mute your YouTube.
Watch your toes.
Halogen lights beaming down on my head. Rebecca, you gotta mute your
everybody,
YouTube.
this is my daughter, Rebecca. It's my daughter Rebecca up in the Seattle area.
Hold on one second. Hold on.
Silverdale?
Hold on, Dad. Rebecca, you have to mute your YouTube.
How do I do that?
No. You have to actually mute your YouTube, not your StreamYard.
She don't have StreamYard. She's just got YouTube.
No, she's got to have StreamYard because she's in the StreamYard stream.
I fixed it. I did it. I fixed it.
You did it. You
There
did
you
it.
go.
Hi, girls.
So, Abigail, raise your hand. Amalia, raise your hand.
Now, what?
So these are grandbabies. These are grandbabies number 3, which is Abigail, and 4, which is Amalia, and they are coming to visit Lala and Papa next week, aren't you?
I cannot wait.
We can't wait to see you guys. We're so excited.
What are you most excited about coming to Florida?
Well, about the farm, I'm happy about seeing the goats and going swimming at Mommy's pool and seeing Blue, your new goat. I guess.
Oh, okay.
I actually don't know everything.
Amalia is excited to do chores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about helping on the barn.
She actually had to call
We
her.
can't see you, Malls. You gotta stand up, baby.
She actually called her Lala last night because she missed her and wanted to start prepping for her Florida travel.
Yeah, Amalia loves to do barn chores. She likes to help me feed the goats. She likes to clean. She likes to do all that stuff.
So Jesus is Lord. Welcome. Beautiful names, beautiful girls. Thank you. We think so too.
Yes.
It took me forever to learn how to spell Amalia's name.
That's our dog.
But
Do you actually know how to spell it now? Or are you just saying that?
No, I still don't know how, but correctly. But I mean, I usually just put MOLS Malls.
It's like a family reunion.
It's
Everybody knows.
all the girls.
Everybody knows Nene.
Look, Nene, we match. Look.
Yeah, so if nobody noticed, because Madeline hasn't been on in a while, Madeline got some braces.
We're
So-
race faces.
Hold on, what color is the Nene?
I don't know. Nene, what color do you have?
Show them your braces, Nene.
Show
Hey.
Nene. Is that? What
Is it
color is
purple?
that?
Madeline.
Oh, I think it's either purple or pink.
It's a purple pink.
It's Luna! Looney! She's a
This is-
corgi!
This is their little sausage dog, Luna.
Luna! It's Looney!
The sausage with hair.
Okay. Libby's
Toast.
So girls, so this one thing I was going to chat about tonight. So I'm going to, when the girls are here, we're going to be making this.
You can't see that.
A squirrel!
So what is?
squirrel?
You see
You can see that. What is that?
A squirrel! A squirrel!
Is it? Wait, are you making a squirrel wind thing?
So
No.
all right, hold on, hold your roll.
Maybe a kite?
So everyone, today was a really good day because I got some mail.
Oh.
We gotta do mail call.
I got some mail. I got this, and this is from Sandy from Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona, and we had those. You may not remember, but several weeks ago, and I had shared Sandy's video of her announcing it, her mail call video. She had a giveaway that she was trying to get stickers for one of her subscribers called Bubba, a young man. And so we had sent a bunch of stickers, a sticker book, and really was just amazed how well received they were by Bubba. Just really put a big smile on our face. So out of the blue today, we get this, and Sandy is so gracious with her thank yous. So she had sent us this homemade. This is I guess it's a patch, but it's 3-dimensional that has
A
a
dragonfly.
dragonfly on it, and it's a magnet. So just really cool. And one of her business cards, which is really really well done. So thank you, Sandy. If you have not seen Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, if you're not subscribed to Sandy's channel, go check Sandy out. She is just very generous, very gracious, and just Really just a genuinely kind person.
Got a kind heart.
And those are rare nowadays with a lot of folks. Says, Paul, I never got mail. I think I'm going to close the PO box. You get mail. You've gotten mail from me, so don't give me that. In fact, I don't know. I was concerned that you weren't getting the right mail. So, and then today I said it was a good day. I also got my.
I think we probably sent more stuff to Paula than the majority of other people. So just keep it open so Lala Farm can send you stuff, Paula.
I think I send stuff to her home though. I don't think it goes to the PO box. So then I got my new Woodworker magazine, and in that Woodworker magazine, this is what
He's been looking for a project to do with the grandkids while the grandkids are here.
So
this came in today.
So
this is what he's
so this was in today's magazine of Woodworker, and what is that? All right. So the first person that puts on here the right answer in the comments will get a T-shirt. But you got to tell me what this is.
It said in the up-hand corner, it's an oven squirrel.
All right, well, Becca, you get a. I should have covered that. All right, Becca, you get a T-shirt.
Dad, help harder.
I miss you guys so much.
That didn't go as planned.
Good one, Dad. Good one.
That did not go as planned.
Okay, baby.
So here's what this is. So this is it's a wooden oven squirrel. And what is an oven squirrel, you may ask? It is not that we are going to cook squirrels in the oven by any stretch. That's not what this is. But it's used for taking things in and out of the oven. So you can push the rack in, and you can pull it out with the ears, behind the ears. So I just thought that was a really cool little project.
They don't have goats?
And
No, Becca.
we're gonna make some oven squirrels when the girls are here.
And we're gonna
Because you can pull it out with the horn. You push it with the butt and pull it out with the horn.
Well,
Brenda Baker says, "LOL." Michael Harris, we got some smiley faces. So I thought that was a really cool little idea, and that we can make those pretty quick. So
It would have been a pretty cool giveaway too if you wouldn't have ruined it.
So the girls would have put the girls back up.
where are you at, girls? There you are.
Girls, are you excited about getting some oven squirrels? Is there another animal that you would rather have than an oven squirrel?
A goat? Of an alligator?
My girl right there.
An oven goat? Really?
Amalia wants an oven alligator.
An oven alligator.
Amalia likes anything reptilian. She loves dinosaurs. She loves dragons. She loves all that stuff.
Silhouette Park Farm. Welcome, Urban Grandpa Prepper. Ray, how are you, sir? Welcome,
Yes, Michael
welcome,
Harris. I did say apple pie.
When did you say apple pie?
I said that me and the girls are going to be making some apple pie.
So we're gonna make oven squirrels and apple pie. Apparently,
Amalia likes to make apple pie.
No, correction. Amalia likes to eat the nibbles on top of the pie.
Right here it says,
No,
did
this is
Lala say apple pie?
This is the thing, Rebecca. So what you're referring to is the Dutch apple crumb pie that Mom used to make.
The one that
You-
didn't get to the Thanksgiving table because
Because of me and you, yeah. So now what she does instead is she actually does a skillet apple pie. And listen, it's like going to the candy
I
store.
think Becca had that when didn't you have that when you were here, honey?
it's pretty
No,
good.
She
I
was-
don't rate. I'm not cool enough. You don't do cool stuff for me.
No, you were gone already. You had already left when Mom did it.
When Mom got back into her whatever they're called skillet phase when I left.
Yeah.
Her cool stuff.
Abigail, why are you making funny faces?
Abigail,
like
why are you
that?
making funny faces? For those of you that came in a little bit late,
I don't think she knows that everybody can see her.
You know, everybody that's watching their live can see you making
Hey,
funny
baby, you're not
Abigail.
talking to Lala and Papa. You're talking to a lot of other
Abigail,
people.
there is 1,350 people right now watching you make funny faces.
everybody that
I
came
wish
in
there was
late-
that many people. There's never that many people.
Did
Any
y'all
of
get
you-
the one person that gave you a thumbs down yet?
Not yet. He's our number one subscriber.
He'll be in later.
Any of you that came in late wondering who are these people, this is my daughter. Obviously, the big human in the back is our daughter. That is the crafty hobbit. You see her on our lives.
Hey,
More
y'all are
weeks,
actually in my craft room.
and then the little tiny people in the back are our grandchildren number 3 and 4. So Abigail, the one in the blue shirt, is granddaughter number 3, and Tiny Bit is what we call her, is granddaughter number 4. So,
Mama, check your phone. Paula says that she has made up for Dad's mess up on the giveaway.
so all right, girls. Hey, Abigail and Amalia, we're gonna let you go now. So Lala said she's gonna call you guys a little
I'm
bit
gonna call
later.
you in a little while, okay?
Okay.
Molly got a splinter. We gotta get off anyways.
I can't wait until I see you guys.
Bye, Uncle Rick.
Okay.
Love you guys.
You guys, is she crying?
Yeah, she got a splinter.
Oh no, honey. Okay.
Put it in your mouth and bite it.
No, it's in the pad.
Oh, all right. Don't put it in your mouth then.
Oh no.
All
Love
right.
you, Malls. I'm
We'll
sorry,
talk
baby.
How do I exit out of here?
I got you.
All right. So here's that link again. So Paula says she wishes she would have known that that we were going to have people come on. She would have did her face up. Well, that's part of the charm of doing this, Paula, is that
I never do my face.
yeah, she never does hers, and I was expecting her to actually come out with straw still covering
Oh
her
no,
entire.
I shaked it off and I changed my shirt.
Yeah, she actually come. That's how she got all.
I got all dressed up.
She
for
got
it. I
all
changed my
dressed up.
shirt.
She took the straw. She took the shirt with the straw off and then wiped it out of her hair.
I cannot go out to the barn and come in without straw.
Here's our-
It just doesn't happen. I saw this awesome
Here's our next
post.
visitor.
Oh, Ellen.
Keep talking.
I saw this awesome post the other day. It was somebody posted a picture of the different settings for a washing machine, and they changed them from the normal like delicate and heavy load and bedding and all that other stuff, and they changed it to reflect people who have farms. And one of them was hay setting, poop setting, blood setting, unknown stain setting.
I think I saw that.
You did see it because I showed it to you.
Listen, look at Kyle. Kyle is getting on it. I don't know if that he's either like he's really like,
Paula, you look great as always. Get on there.
man, you are getting.
He's so
Kyle's
sweet.
getting some points.
Look at him.
Kyle says, Paula, you look great as always. Get on there. So anybody that wants to come on, hit that link, and then we'll bring you on. So that was the Crafty Hobbit. So Paula has sent me a riddle, and I'm going to say the riddle, and this will be for the shirt giveaway. So Paula, since you've given me the answer,
I'm out, Dad.
What?
I have those files saved on my computer. Can we also ask if they want to be one of the first ones to get the new shirt, or is that not ready yet?
Oh, I already promised the shirt. I promised the first shirt to Michael's daughter.
Okay, all right.
So, and I want one to be one of the first shirts too. So here's the riddle, and this is from Paula. So Paula, you're not eligible since you gave me the answer. So what is greater than God, more evil than Satan? What do the rich want that the poor already have? And if you eat it, you die. There's the riddle. Compliments of Paula Wells.
Repeat that one more time.
So what is greater than God, more evil than Satan? What do the rich want that the poor already have? And if you eat it, you die. That's the riddle.
I know the answer.
Of course, it came to your cell phone.
I know.
So who else is in here?
Okay, Ellie, go away now.
Who else is in here? Ray, you want to come on? You still in here? Urban Grandpa Prepper? Or Nettie, you still on here? I'm not sure if that's Nettie or Adam from Silhouette Park Farm.
Nothing.
Nothing. Look
He
at
got the
look
answer.
at Ray. Ray is in there with the right answer. Nothing. So I'll read it to you again, just for context. What is greater than God, more evil than Satan? What do the rich want that the poor already have? And if you eat it, you die.
Yeah.
And the answer is nothing. Urban Grandpa Prepper. So Ray, well done, sir. So Ray, get in touch with me. I think I've sent you a shirt in the past, or you can go on to our Teespring and pick out the shirt you want and the size, color, and let me know. Paula, can you drop the email? Ray, you want to come on? Ray's used to do it. He does a lot of lives. Unfortunately, I used to be able to attend to them during the day, and now I haven't had a break during the day in weeks.
I know. I'm a mean task manager.
Rick, you want to share? You want to kind of share the designs?
Yes, I'm pulling them up now, right as we speak.
So last week we told you that we were doing a. Last week we told you that we were doing a new shirt to send to Michael's daughter, who was in the Air Force, and Rick has been working on that over the last week, and he's kind of got some rough designs, so he's going to show you those. Paula says. On a different computer, so Ray can't come on. Anyone else on here? Betty Jean, welcome. Glad you could make it.
All right, so it started out with a design that a lot of other military style T-shirts. We were kind of doing a toss up between if we were going to make a T-shirt with the military emblems, which is what Lala said, maybe some military the colored ribbons for we support the military, and everybody's seen the shirts where you have the flag that's kind of draped over either the back or in the front. So I kind of mocked up one of those. I did two. Papa said that he was not too fond of the first one, and so we changed it back to stars. I like both, but I think we're going to go with the second. Sweeney Creek is in. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Good, thanks, Rick and Mrs. Lala. How's it all going?
Yeah. Good.
Sir, how are you? So what time is it there?
Yeah. Sorry?
What time is it?
It's 9:28 in the morning, Thursday.
7:28 at night.
Yeah. And I've got a jumper on, which means it's bloody cold.
Oh, man.
And it's hot. So you guys
we're
go to the opposite of us.
Steve, you guys are down in the southern part of Australia, down around Sydney?
Much further south than Sydney. We're about 10 hours drive south of Sydney.
Oh, wow.
So we're about 100 miles north of Melbourne.
That's what I meant,
yeah.
Melbourne. Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Lord, jeez. Fastest way to start an argument in Australia: get Melbourne and Sydney confused.
So I've been watching the
we
home.
hate each other.
It's coming together good. I mean, where are you guys at with the home?
Yeah, no, the home's coming on really well. So we've got our kitchen benches in, which has been nice. We had about a month without kitchen benches. We're waiting for the stone to come in. We're just in the process of putting up the shelving. We've started on some garden beds. We've got to get those finished off. Our biggest problem at the moment is we don't have any drainage or driveways or anything like that, and we're in our wet time, and we've actually had a good amount of rain. So once we get a few more things set up, we'll actually have to jump onto a live and give you I'm actually just on morning tea break at work here at the moment. So
yeah, I was about to say, it does not look like you guys are on the farm.
No. So this is.
What did you say you're on your morning tea break?
Sorry?
What did you say you're on your morning tea break?
Yeah, I'm just going to have a coffee, and I saw you guys were on, and I thought I'll jump on and say good day.
You know, if anybody in the United States said, I'm gonna go right now and go on my tea break, you know how much ribbing they would get?
Oh, well, you can call it smoko or a break or.
Yeah, that would be funny.
It's funny when I was going through uni, I had to work. I was a casual worker at a bakery, and first that was a long time ago, probably better part of 30 years ago. And the first meal break I had at night, the old guy, and he'd been working in the bakery for a long time. He came in, he said, "All right, Steve, off you go and have your crib." And and he walked off, and I'm looking at the other blokes I'm working. I'm going, what the bloody hell did he say? What have I got to go do? What crib? And
I haven't been trained on that yet.
Crib, for those people that don't know, is a very old word. It comes from the game cribbage, and the old miners in Bendigo and in other areas would go and have their a break down in the mine shafts, and they'd go into what was called the crib room. So they'd have their cup of tea and their pasty, and they'd play cribbage, which was a board game that they used to play to keep them. So, and I'm fairly knowledgeable. I had no freaking idea what they were talking about.
I used to play cribbage when I was really young. I would play cribbage. That was one thing that my parents taught me. I haven't played that in years, probably decades. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So there you go. So yeah, having a break and it has lots of words over here. But, the reason why I came out here too this morning is this road out the front of work. It's got a little nature reserve across the road, and as I'm driving up there this morning, and you can see all the traffic that's on there. This 6-foot grey kangaroo come bounding across the road and jumped up onto the university.
I was actually watching a video yesterday where, Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we were watching, it's Dirty Jobs Down Under, and we've been watching that for like the last 2 days with the Netflix Pokemon card that you gave me, Mom. So,
Steve, Coupon Gale says, this is Gail from Gale Southern Living. It says, what kind of game is cribbage?
It's a board game.
I've never actually played it myself. I think it's a combination of I think it uses cards, I believe, but I'm not.
Cards and little pegs and a board, right?
Yeah, that's right. Cards and it has. I knew there was pegs and a board and that. Yeah. So it was very popular in the gold rush time here in the 1850s to the 1920s, and yeah. So it was sort of the miners would take down they'd have a Cornish pasty. So a Cornish pasty actually has the pastry join. It's like a rib that runs across the top, and so the miners could actually hold on to that rib with their dirty hands, and then they wouldn't be ingesting anything off their hands. They'd eat down to the join, and they'd throw the join away.
Steve, I got a question for you. So there you go. Look at that.
There it is.
So if we were to come to Australia for a visit, which is what is on our bucket list.
Hold on. Make sure you give her really good information because I've been working on it for years for this trip.
Right, I detect a loaded question coming here.
No. So like when we went to Jamaica, we didn't want to go to just like Jamaica where everybody else goes. We wanted to go into Jamaica, the real Jamaica. And so that's what we did. And we went up into the mountains and we saw, just Brownstown and places like that, which are just true life places, not the resort type places. So if we were to come to Australia, what part of Australia, knowing that about me and what I want to see, what part would you recommend we go to?
Well, look, there's you know, it's like how long's a piece of string. There's so many different aspects to Australia.
That's the way I think.
Look, my only advice would be, if you want a true taste of, you know, Australian life, go inland. You know, go, you know, certainly visit the capital cities, but take time to get out of the capital cities. Go get into the smaller rural cities out in you know, out in the block. So, you know, my town here, Bendigo, is in the middle of Victoria, so we're 100 miles away from the nearest capital, and you get a totally different aspect of Australian life. And then the further you go out into the outback, you know, the more rural and gritty I think it becomes. So
That's where y'all's rednecks live.
yeah. We have our percentage of rednecks.
The further inland you go into the United States, the more rednecks and hillbillies you run into. That's
we tend to think that you get more of the regular farming sort of fella. Yeah.
There you go.
I like that better.
So, yeah.
I'm not saying we don't have rednecks though. But yeah, no. Look, do the best thing you can do is do some research and just have a look. I mean, there's some great places. If you really want to see, you know, some iconic locations, you know, have a look at Uluru in Northern Territory. I mean, that's right out in the outback. You know, there's the Olgas, there's beautiful gorges, and it's pretty rough. You know, it's very dry and deserty and that, but there's some amazing sites there. Western Australia has some amazing locations with the pearl industry that's there, and you know, there's some amazing history right around the country. So it really just depends if you want you know, what sort of experience you're after.
Steve, Brenda Baker says, "Tell him I love his accent."
Well,
You got
we
a
don't have an
fangirl.
accent.
yeah. I was going to say, what accent, right?
Michael Keener says, "Y'all say redneck like it's a bad thing."
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
I don't use that term, Michael. That's my son's term.
Yeah, I'm assuming that, like, asking where you should visit in Australia would be like if someone from Australia was like, "Hey, where should I visit in the United States?"
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you depends on what you want. Do you want to see the city? Do you want to see the country? Do you want to see farmland? Do you want to see mountains? Do you want to see beaches?
Exactly.
I mean, there's another channel. He's much larger than we could ever imagine. It's Young Bloods with Brody, and they do spearfishing, and
In Australia?
Yes, and it's a very, very big channel. It's well over 1 million. But he goes out and he spearfishes, and I'm sure that probably about 10% of the people are there to watch the spearfishing, and the other 90 are there to see his new girlfriend that he has every couple videos. But but it's very, very beautiful country.
What's that channel name, Rick?
It's called Young Blood. I think it's called Young Bloods. So
yeah, no, there's some amazing sites along the coast. There's some amazing beaches around Australia, and we have a very strong beach culture all the way around. Yeah. So, but as far as where to go, there's one place that you must absolutely lock in if any of the Lalas come out, and that's Sweeney's Creek in central Victoria. So if you guys do come out, your house is our house is your house.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, that would be awesome.
Now that you have somewhere that we can sit for dinner.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I'll put on a real Aussie accent for you, mate. I'll say, "Flamin' heck, the barbie will be on. We'll crack a few tinnies. We'll sit there and we'll drop them and we'll watch the sun go up and down, mate."
I love it.
I don't know what you just said, but I like it.
It sounds like a ball.
Those crazy lizards you guys got down there.
Yeah, I don't know what you just said, Steve, but I want to experience it.
Flamin' heck is like, oh golly gosh. The barbie is a barbecue. a tinny is a can of beer.
That's not what I heard you say.
You know, the bad thing is the whole time you were saying that, I pretty much caught on to all of it.
Oh, so
It's
you're
context clues.
Yeah.
So anybody that does not know Sweeney's Creek Farm, go check Steve out. They've got a great channel, and it's kind of been very cool watching them develop their homestead and kind of building the home and moving into the home. And Steve was one of, when we were doing our lives and having special guests on, Steve was there. Sweeney's Creek was one of the channels that came on, and he walked us around the whole farm. It was really, really cool. We enjoyed that.
Well, we've got a few more videos to go up. We're doing some editing tonight, and it's hard to find the time to get them all up. We've got so much footage and so little time. But on the weekend, I'm borrowing a bulldozer blade for my tractor, and I'm starting to grade some driveways because at the moment, all that dry ground that you saw in that first live that we did together, it's now super saturated because we've had good levels of rain for the last month, and it's an old floodplain, so the ground is really silty, so there's no structure to it, so it just turns to slop. And 2 mornings ago, I backed off the little bit of crushed rock I've got down, and I hit a spot, and my Ford Ranger was not moving. So I'm getting bogged getting out of my own property at the moment, which is not much fun. So
I forget, but the soil that was contaminated, did you take that to the new home, or was that limited to the old home?
No, we removed that and discarded it. But no, we didn't. We won't be bringing in any. Well, certainly no compost material into the new place. We've got some things already started to get some good compost bins going and basically creating our own garden bed material. But I've got a lot of good soil already stacked up, ready to go once our garden beds and everything go in. So we're going to minimise the amount of stuff we bring in.
Well, he's got capital.
Oh, okay.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah.
So Paula Wells said, I understood it all. So good for you, Paula.
Well, Stone the Crows, Paula, that's flaming fantastic.
Urban Grandpa Prepper said, what about visiting Devil's Marbles?
Devil's Marbles is a really good spot to have a look at too. Yeah. And
it sounds like, I don't know, that sounds like a memorial or something like that the United States would take down right now. What is the Devil's Marbles?
The Devil's Marbles, if I've got my locations correct, it's in the Northern Territory. It's not far from the Olgas as well. So they're all tied into the geological structures in that area. So you've got Uluru, which used to be called Ayers Rock, but it now has a First Nations name on it, which I really like. And so it's a rock feature that was discovered by European explorers at the time, and it was called the Devil's Marbles. Now, it's probably got a traditional name as well, which I don't know off the top of my head, but certainly those in that area.
Tennant Creek.
Yeah. So it's in the territory.
Hey, Drops Family Garden, welcome. They say the servants' quarters are in the back. So I guess the expectation is you're going to be putting us to work, Steve. Who else we got in here? How to Garden, welcome. Thanks for dropping in.
That is interesting.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Ayers Rock, Steve, is that big white or the big red stone that's really famous, right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
So that's been renamed, huh?
Yeah, I was renamed quite a while ago. So, it's now called Uluru.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So it's also been basically returned to the traditional owners of the land, and because it's a very important sacred site for the local Aboriginal tribes in that area. It used to be possible for it was basically had a climbing trail where you could actually climb up to the top, and that's now been discontinued due to the lack of respect that then incurs on a sacred site for our First Nations people, which I also fully support.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, not that it has that status, but several years ago, our family, we did some camping up at Stone Mountain, which is up around Atlanta and Georgia here in the
Yep.
U.S. And it was the same thing. And people carving their names into this granite rock, and it frankly just pisses you off so bad that the lack of respect.
The destruction.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And we've had a long history and a very sad history in that aspect of our country. And, thankfully we're starting to make amends and redress a number of things, but we've still got a hell of a long way to go.
Wow.
Well, unfortunately, the United States can say the same exact thing. So,
Look, I think it's a leftover of a world where various countries around the world had extremely powerful colonial powers, and what was right in the past is not right now, because we acknowledge the fact that wrongs were done.
Right. So Urban. So
hey, I think this is going to be the last one. Then you can be done with your tea break.
Urban Grandpa Prepper says, ask him about Vegemite sandwiches. So is that what you're having for lunch?
No, not for lunch. I'm just about to go in and put some bread in the toaster and have Vegemite toast, which will be my morning break. But I usually have Vegemite for breakfast in the morning.
Y'all are so weird.
God help you. I tried it once, and I'll do anything once, but I'm not doing that stuff again.
Yeah, but you got to do it right. Like, people think that we eat Vegemite like peanut butter. Like, it just doesn't happen that way. Like, you get a bit of bread, you load as much butter on it as you can, and then you treat Vegemite like a radioactive product, and you just put a smear on it.
I told you when you
We totally did it wrong, Dad.
Yeah, they totally did it wrong. They took that whole jar and used it to make chicken wings, and we're all biting into it, and it was like, wow.
Nah,
All of our mates over in Aussie that were trying to trick us. They told us to eat it by the spoonful.
Oh,
That's the best advice I've heard about Vegemite, Steve. Eat it like it's radioactive. That is awesome.
Let me give you a little bit of cultural, know-how, and particularly before you come out to Australia. If an Australian says to do it this way, and this is the way that you should do it as an American, do not do it that way.
Or ask him to do it first.
Or ask him to do it first. Correct. Because we have this national cultural, well, you could call it a flaw, I suppose. We think it's rather we love to take the piss out of people. and any opportunity to trick someone, she's on, mate. She's just on.
Well, buddy, I'm going to let you go back to work on that note.
Rick, actually, now, Rick Senior, you'll appreciate this one. One example is our Australian serviceman that went over to Gallipoli and then into Europe in World War One. We had a group of soldiers called the Light Horse. They were mounted infantry, and they had a slouch hat, and on the slouch hat they had emu feathers. So it was a beautiful, big, ornate feather that used to sit off the side of the slouch hat. It looks gorgeous. Anyway, they were asked by Brits, and then in Europe they were asked by Americans, what type of bird did that beautiful feather come from? And quick as a flash, all the light horsemen would sort of get this little grin on their face and say, nah, mate, didn't come from any bird. That's a kangaroo feather.
and I bet people bought that.
Well, see, when all of you join up together, you could convince them the sky is green.
Well,
So,
we've got a running joke here about drop bears. We've got 26 million people in on the joke. We all use it. So, yeah. We've got this theory, this mythical monster of the drop bear that's going to drop out of the gum tree and rip your throat out, and every Australian on the continent is in on the joke, and we all use it to take the piss out of people.
So you've reminded me of this one story, and then Rick's got to do his thing. But so right after Kimberly and I got married, right after Lala and I got married, this is the funniest damn thing. So we go to now. She had been to the beach one time in her life. We grew up in Western New York, nowhere near the beach. So we go to the beach, and there's these basically fiddler crabs. You know what that is?
Yeah. Good eating. Damn good eating.
Yeah, and they run around. They go down this little hole in the beach. So Kimberly says, "Well, what are all these little things?" Because every time you go in that direction, they kind of scurry and then go down into the hole. And I said, "They're sand gophers." And so she said, "Sand gophers," and I just kept it going. Well, the very next weekend, I got some friends coming. This is when I was still in the Navy. I got some friends coming over. They're going to have some steaks. And they go in, and Kimberly's telling them all about her day at the beach and how she saw a bunch of sand gophers. And they're looking at me like, what? That was funny.
And then they played right. But the thing of it is they played right into it.
That's because they're Navy folk, and that's what happens.
Listen, here's the thing. It went on for months. Every time I saw Tim and Drew, they would ask me if I'd been to the beach to see any sand gophers. And they would keep asking me that. And I couldn't figure out why they kept asking me that.
To this day, she doesn't listen to nothing I say.
No, I don't. They'll tell me something, and I'll be like, no, you're jerking me around. No.
Rick, I think you're going to fit into Australia quite well.
Buddy, we're going to run. We got some other folks come in. Have a great day at work. Take care, Steve.
All right.
Bye, Steve.
Take care. Love you all.
All right. Take care, bud. So we got drops are in here. It's not a flaw. I'm well versed with that flaw. What are you talking about? What are you save the Vegemite for visitors? Who else we got in here? Real Life with Michelle and Rob. Welcome. Nisi, Freehandly Made. Welcome. I think I caught everybody. All right, Rick. Oh, Dusty Go Homestead. How are you?
Wallace.
Hello, everyone. Just got off work. Bad signal, and then looks like Rachel's in here as well. So welcome, folks. Welcome. Show them your shirt.
All right. So back to what I was. Sorry, that was a child growling in the background. Probably Patrick. Anyway, so the way that it was late at night, and I went ahead and we have an admin group on Facebook. I went ahead and I shot the first of the 3 that I ended up making. But this is for the new shirt that will be coming out here very shortly, just kind of showing support for our military. And you guys can tell Papa which one you like most, but he's already settled on one that he likes, I think, one out of the 2. But this is the first draw up, and it does have roosters as the stars, which Papa promptly said that he thought that was disrespectful. It was not meant to be disrespectful at all, but it was disrespectful, and so we ended up changing them.
What's everyone's thoughts in here? I mean, do you think that's respectful or disrespectful to have chickens instead of stars?
Roosters, not chickens.
I think what Rick was going for was the farm representation.
Kind of the branding of some kind. But yeah, so I mean, I liked it. But Papa went ahead and, like I said, he went ahead and he did not give the seal of approval. He said, "I like the concept, but let's keep working on it." So this is the second draw up that we did, which is just the red stripe at the top with the Army, all the the military services except for Space Force. I did not put Space Force in there. And then the home front first responders, I want to make sure that they get the support that they're supposed to get as well.
Michael Keener, you don't like the chicken one, or you don't like the
rooster?
The rooster one, or you don't like the flag with this period? What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, Paula said it is not disrespectful, but it's not fitting for the military, and I can definitely see that.
Perhaps family.
So,
Army belong on the bottom.
Yep.
Michael Harris says second. Nisi says I think
Michael,
it's cute.
Michael Keener didn't like the rooster.
Real Life with Michelle and Rob says I really like the stars.
Yep.
Michael Keener says Michael says the rooster one. I guess
she wasn't saying our flag. She meant to say the design, not the flag, Keener.
Right.
So, second one a lot better. Okay, so, and then I went from this in case the Lala farm supports kind of stood out too much. I just kind of made it a all black, and this is what I think we'll end up going with. And you'll be able to when we get around to actually putting the t-shirts on Teespring. I don't know if they have all the colors that I want on Teespring, because a lot of most of your military shirts, they're going to come in black, and they're also going to come in some type of the dark forest or OBD green, and or they'll come with like a desert kind of sand color. And I don't think that they have the forest green or desert sand on Teespring. So these might be a special order item.
These might be what
Don't know
we
yet.
end up getting locally. That's a good point.
So
Yeah.
do you guys like the second one with the red lettering or the third one with the black lettering?
Yeah, it's either this one with the red, the Lala Farm supports, or it's the Lala Farm supports in black. Those are the two options. We're not going with the rooster. Michael Keener, I have not decided. So this is just a mock-up. This is like where I'm at right now.
John, welcome from Willow Grove, says, I don't see it as disrespectful, but the stars are a must.
Yeah, Michael,
Yeah,
Keener, we're going to put it on the back of the shirts. And
Nope.
then Now we're going to
Nope.
put them on the front.
I don't know yet.
Oh,
I don't know yet.
Okay.
So I was thinking drape it across the front of our chest and then just have a very small Lala logo in the without armpit hair, but in the back, in between your shoulder blades, have a very small Lala Farm. And Alicia Hall has already Ed has already said that he's going to buy 2. So
Well, where were you on our 4th of July, Mr. Hall?
no, that's Alicia. Don't yell at her.
All right, where were you, Miss Hall, on our 4th of July?
I think she was working.
They weren't working. They actually had to go to their daughter's house. It was her birthday, or
Oh,
it was
okay.
Alicia's birthday.
All right,
It
I'll
was
give you
Alicia's
that.
birthday.
I think we should do it. And my thoughts are offer both red and black. Red depending on what color shirt it is. So
Well, the whole logo will.
too, you know how I feel about t-shirts. All my t-shirts are usually black because
Yeah.
it hides goat poop really well. So I wear a lot of black t-shirts.
You didn't
So
say that on live.
I did say that on live. What can I say? So is there a way that you can reverse the coloring so that it can be put on a black shirt?
Mama, I'm a guru when it comes to this stuff. Yes, there's a way that I can do that.
Okay, I'm just saying, you know.
Well, it looks like the consensus is they like both the black and
And the
the
red.
red with the stars.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. I don't know if I'm going to do this is when you start mixing multiple colors, then you limit which shirts the logo can go on or the print can go on. So if it's red and black, that means that it can't go on a red t-shirt.
Yeah.
So with an all black logo, then I can change the logo to white and put it on a black t-shirt. So
Alicia, we had a good time at our 4th of July, but you guys got to come next year because this year we only had 12 people. With you two, would have been 14. So Here's your invite for next year's 4th of July. It's
they
all right.
know they already had an invite. Yeah, so they went camping at the Start KOA and then drove out to their daughter's house. And I'm pretty sure it was a surprise birthday party for Alicia. I knew about it, but I didn't say anything. But I'm pretty sure it was a surprise. So was us decorating her desk at 7:00 in the morning before she got to work.
So, hey, talking about camping, how many of you out there camp, and do you like KOAs better than state parks?
Michael Keener says, I'll tell you, someone that loves T-shirts, it should be on the back with the Lala logo on the front.
I agree.
I agree.
Oh, all right. I just got outvoted. I'm just the designer. I'm not the put it
All
where
right.
it's supposed to go.
It's almost 7:00. So Alicia Kimberly wants input on KOAs. How do I get an
Well,
invite?
while she's typing, I will say that they go to the KOA because it's usually on the weekends that Hall is not doing the backup work, or he is not on call. So they go to the KOA just to get more or less away from the prison. And then at that point now I'm on call for that weekend. But no, I think that much prefer state parks, especially Alicia, other than bingo, because she's.
My wife made me camp on the couch last weekend.
I can see that. But John, I can see that happening. So, Michael, Michael Keener, I'm going to tell you this is my advice to Michael Keener, as I gave to Michael Harris, probably 6 or 8 weeks ago. So when they were talking about when they were going to come over, Michael kept calling me and trying to arrange his trip over here to Florida. And I said, Michael, with all due respect, you need to have Bobby call Kimberly and them arrange it, and that way it's wife to wife instead of me telling you that, and it worked out really, really well. So I think it would probably work out best if it was Jalen plus one, because then that's going to come from Lala. So, but you're invited. All right, folks, it is 7 o'clock. This has been a blast.
It's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, yes, it's 8 o'clock. This has been a blast. I enjoyed this. If I wanted to camp, I'd come where my friends park their RV when they visit in my yard. LOL. It's funny you say that, Drops, because we've got two hookups. We've got two 50 amp circuits hooked up and water to hook up. So in fact,
gotta find your own dump station.
In fact, when Paula comes over here, we're going to extend our, if they want to stay at a campground, or if they want to stay at one of our two, we got a hookup out at our garage and another hookup on our parking pad. But Kimberly's brother is going to be here in 3 weeks, and they're going to be They're going to be parked in our driveway.
We have so many visitors coming.
They're going to be parked out at They're going to be parked out at Rick's workshop, because that sits right between the two pastures. And my sister-in-law, I've got her addicted to goats now, and so she loves to be out where she can hear the goats calling to each other and stuff like that. So they'll be parked out that way.
Very cool. So so Michael Keener, you'll see Dusty Goat Homestead. John says that's true, Rick. So he knows. Let the mamas coordinate and you just go for the ride, and you'll have a happy marriage.
Polly, you can stay at any one of our two campsites.
Yeah, we have two campsites, one in the back and one in the front. You can stay at either one. One is you're living with the goats. The other one you're living in my driveway. So, folks, we're going to sign off. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Really, really, really appreciate it. Every Wednesday we're going to try to get back on that schedule. Hopefully you guys can spend next Wednesday an hour with us, and we'll appreciate it. Kind of give you an update on kind of the direction that we're going. Some with the channel, adding some additional content related to woodworking and stuff like that, because that's kind of the direction that my barn is going. So we'll have farming, we'll have, the gardening and everything we've been doing, but we'll also be adding some of that to it. So should be fun and interesting. All right, folks, we're going to sign off. Ray, don't forget to give me a shout to let me know what shirt you want, and then we'll get that out to you. All right,
bye,
folks,
everybody.
Take care. Good night. Talk to you next week. Be well.